Egyptians, of course, were black. And I put this picture up there because it's so beautiful, with the sister with her locks. And they weren't called dreadlocks. Dread is a British word. The British didn't exist yet. The English language didn't exist yet, so they couldn't have been called dreadlock. Dread is a British word that means fear. And in Jamaica, where they encountered it in other parts of the Caribbean, the priest class that was waging war of independence out of slavery, they all wore their hair in locks then as they do in Africa today. And the British said, we dread the lock-haired ones. And from that, we got the dreadlocks. You know, but it is the white man saying we dread the lock-haired ones. But you can see the lock-haired ones was there from the beginning of time. And of course, we didn't have no comb or brush. The hair would naturally dread. Or lock. Sorry. See how I made the same mistake? So, now this is a painting from the tomb of Ramses III, 1200 BCE. It shows that the Egyptians perceived themselves as black and represented themselves as such without possible confusion with the Indo-European and the Semites. This is a representation of the races in minute detail, which guarantees the realism of the colors. Throughout the entire history, the Egyptian never dreamt of representing themselves by type B or D. This is B, the Asiatic type, and D, the European type. And this comes from the book by Sheikh Anta Diop, Civilization of Barbarism, by Sheikh Anta Diop on page 66. So the Egyptians saw themselves as black, and this is on the wall of the tomb. And they saw the rest of the Africans looking just like them and was just as them. They saw the Asiatic type or the Eurasian type looking like this, and they saw the European type looking like this. And they painted on the walls, and they left it there to this day. So let's not be confused anymore, wondering who was who and what was what. This is a scene, excuse me, that, yeah, I could use a little water. This scene comes from the wall of a temple in the Sudan, and this predates the, what we call the dynastic period in Kemet. There's a kingdom in the Sudan called Karma. It is a civilization that loaned itself to a civilization that would expand and become Kemet. So before there was a Kemet in the north, there was this civilization already functioning for thousands, probably hundreds of thousands of years earlier in the south. You see the leopard skin across the arm symbolizing that this is a priest. They're bringing wealth and gold and symbols. You can see that we weren't just brown today. We were black then and brown then. We didn't get brown because of the white man. We were brown and black from the earliest time. The brownness came out of our blackness. And so we ought to be clear when we play with ourselves in these conversations about who we are. Excuse me, but the water is good.